Yeah, so today we're gonna be talking about the 10 ways self-pity can affect you by chemicals in foods. So, just real quick, food chemistry is a study of the chemical composition and properties of food. It includes a study of how components interact during the processing and consumption, meaning that it studies pretty much how the food is being made, the processing of it, and then when you consume it, how it breaks down and things like that. And once it breaks down, then it'll affect you differently depending on what it is. So how does chemicals affect the mind negatively? So chemicals affect the mind by triggering neuroinflammation, disrupt transmitters, impact gut health, potentially leading to cognitive decline, mood swings, and increased anxiety due to their effects on the brain's chemistry and the gut-brain axis. Which these potential chemicals that serves no benefit leads to the feeling of self-pity. So, if these things negatively affecting you and how you feel, then it won't really serve a purpose overall, which once again makes you feel self-pitiful because you don't have all the energy that you need to get through not only get through the day, but on top of that, like all the harsh things that's within it. You know what I'm saying? It can slow you down a bit, and you end up not using head on certain stuff, or you being a brain fog, or it can all go bad. You know what I'm saying? Depending on consumption and all that crap. So, for example, like eating foods uh, with loads of sugars, dyes, and other chemicals not belonging in the body. Doing this can over time make you unmotivated to do certain tasks or alter the overall mental health condition. So there's people that in this world that don't necessarily understand how important um, these things are, and taking care of yourself and knowing that there are consequences for constant indulging into bad things. It's just like you breathing in toxic air, like some air filling with chemicals and stuff like that. If you keep smelling them chemicals a lot, guess what's going to happen? You're going to have some sort of brain functioning problem. Because why? Because that's your body reaction from that chemical. You know what I'm saying? And it's trying to get you to get up out that environment, so that way your body won't be affected or anything like that. Even the stuff that's around you too, the chemical plants and stuff like that. Y'all be standing by them ship channels and shit, and all them petroleum engineering stuff that's in the area. That stuff affects you, man. Like that stuff puts you through self-pity, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to go move about that area, so that way you would have more of a motivation of kicking ass in life. You feel me? Because you can't kick ass with something being in your way, especially something that's destroying your motivation to want to do something, like, right? Whether it be drugs, be something that you ate, um, a certain area that you stand in, that could be affecting it. Water that you're drinking. I hope you ain't drinking that bullshit water, that Flint water, or you know what I'm saying, that sink water. You know what I'm saying? I hope you drinking some fresh H2O or H3O2 water. H3O2, by the way, is from fruit. So y'all have to look into that too. That'll also help while you feeling that way as well. You know, 'cause you're not properly hydrated, you're not drinking enough water. But we'll time out that a different day, right? So, yeah. So, Jay, I'm just telling y'all, be mindful of them chemicals, how it can imbalance and cause all these disruptions and stuff like that. That's, you know what I'm saying, making you less aware of, you know what I'm saying, your situation, what's going on, and how to proceed. Because remember, in order for you to get by in life and be successful in life, you have to have a clear understanding as to what's going on in order to keep things functioning. You have to have a better understanding on how things work to keep things properly functioning. You know what I'm saying? You wanna know why people, you know what I'm saying, don't like you or whatever, or the key to for people to like you or whatever. You know, you have to be a very down to earth person. You know what I'm saying? Overall, everybody ain't gonna like it. Somebody gonna try to find a reason not to like it. Or if you want to be liked in a bad group of people, you gotta do, you know what I'm saying, bad, out of line things. You know what I'm saying, which gonna affect you mostly in a community of people anyway, because those people do not value bad things. It's those bad people that value bad things. You know what I'm saying? So those chemicals go put you in a state of not wanting to understand and willing to see how things actually work. You know what I'm saying? Everything will be rushed and don't care and this and that. Now I'm telling you, fellas, hey, it's also go, bother your blood flow too. You know, you probably see why you know what I'm saying, your wife might be leaving you, divorcing you and shit, your girlfriend breaking up with you or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because that blood flow ain't right. You know what I'm saying? That the chemical balance in the brain ain't right, because hell, you put something in there that's causing a disruption, making you lazy and shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm gonna go on something else. So the Bible verse that we'll be going into is Proverbs 25, verse 28. He that hath no rule over his spirit is like a city broken down without walls. Say it again. Proverbs 25, verse 28 states that he that hath no rule over his spirit is like a city broken down without walls. Meaning, loss of control shall bring self-pity upon you. A mind that's filled with control and clarity can adapt peace and prosperity. Loss of control shall bring self-pity upon you. A mind that's filled with control and clarity can adapt peace and prosperity. So, I'm going to debunk all that. That's very meaningful, by the way. I know there's a lot that's been said in there. So, in other words, a mind that's not filled with control and none clarity, a lot of things are going to happen. You're going to miss a lot. You're going to have some misunderstandings. You're going to have some dramas. You're going to have a lot of things that's going to constantly going bad. And there's no, and I don't believe in, like, people saying, hey, like, I'm having a bad day because of this, having a bad day because of that. I mean, yeah, you have your days or whatever, but those bad days can sometimes be a lesson to you. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a lesson to widening your understanding or whatever case may be. So to have less of those, you know what I'm saying, those bad days or those bad terms, I just say just keep an optimistic mindset, man. It ain't life ain't worth, getting mad about or nothing like that, but if you have that mind of having control and clarity, you will adapt peace and prosperity. So with control, you are able to navigate things that's going on within your life with full control and understanding. So with that control, it'll help you see better as to what's going on. And the clarity part, so with that clarity part, pretty much your mind is just in a state of willing to understand. Because with the understanding is going to better help you see situations. It's going to better help you better help for you to see situations, and on top of that, you will know how to execute those situations, which you cannot do that with chemicals, you know what I'm saying, constantly in the brain all the time. You know what I'm saying? Not watching food labels. You know what I'm saying? Not watching certain words on the damn labels that they telling you that's on there, and you not looking up how can it affect you, you know what I'm saying, with you constantly eating those things on a day-to-day basis. So, yeah. So, I'm just real quick, I'm going to go into these 10 factors on how chemicals in foods inflates self-pity. All right, so number 1, blood sugar imbalance. Excessive consumption of high sugar, unhealthy carbs causes spikes and crashes in the blood sugars, which leads to emptiness and or frustration / tiredness. Meaning, it's fine, you know, you can do whatever it is that you want to do, eat what you want, but this is not to say that you cannot have those things. Remember, I'm telling you on this video, I'm telling you about control. Have control and managing and understanding how you feel. Right? So if you want to know how things make you feel, just eat a little bit of it or whatever, and then just kind of sit down and micromanage how you feel. You know what I'm saying? If you starting to like, your head starting to like go like this, and you know what I'm saying, get to going like that there, and while you doing stuff or whatever, just know that that thing has so much bull crap in it, you know what I'm saying, and it's make you, you know, lose focus and not make you do what you're supposed to do, or that's hindering you from doing what you're supposed to do. Right? So, number 2, hormonal disruptions. Some foods that tampers with endocrine disruptors, plastics such as plastics, pesticides, etc., can interfere with hormones, causing low energy. So all them plastics and, you know, packaged things, you know, preservatives, all that, etc., you know what I'm saying, they help keep stuff, you know, labeled or whatever, and that you can't, you know, you got to use force to open up, or, you know, those things kind of help, you know, kind of disrupts the hormones and things like that. You know, like your testosterone, or even, you know what I'm saying, for women is the estrogen or whatever. You know, have it going all over the place, and, you know, they might yell or whatever, or get irritated easily, or whatever case may be. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, you know what I'm saying, that stuff can have something to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Which can bring low energy, which low energy is, you know, can be a part of the self-pity, which, you know, you can't really, or you don't feel like thinking, or you just thinking like, oh, like, you know, I'm feeling like this and that, feeling low energy, feeling real low, you know what I'm saying? So always remember, the more energy you have, the better your life will be. Just tell you like that though. Number 3, gut health, mental well-being. Okay, number 3, gut health / mental well-being. Chemicals in foods, preservatives, food coloring, and more will imbalance gut bacteria. This can cause disorders and feeling of self-pity. So things that messing with the gut, like I said, you're not looking at the chemical labels, understanding why those chemicals, how foods can affect the gut, which can affect the mind. Every day you're just gonna live a life that's just feels very dull, feel very like restricted and things like that, because you're not cleansing to where you can have a clear mind and have clear thoughts, to where you can understand and imagine and have a deep imaginary thought to where how those things can play out, consequences and all that, and worried about, what people, may say or whatever. You may not care now, but eventually you will. You know what I'm saying? That's yeah. So be mindful of that, guys. Just be sure to, keep your good health in check, keep things cleansed, keep things mild, whatever that don't cause, it's the word I'm looking for. Golly. The things that don't cause any benefits. There we go. Any benefits. Keep those things at bay. Keep those things moderate. Take you some things that does clear out the stomach, or the gut, I should say. You'll be all right. And it's gonna get rid of self-pity too. Number 4, food additives / brain chemistry. Certain additives like monosodium glutamate, MSG, etc., has been associated with brain-altering chemistry, which leads to the feeling of sadness. Now, this is true. There is some studies showing that the monosodium glutamate does have an effect on the brain and how it makes you feel. So, with all that sodium, when you eat that stuff, it just goes down into the body, and then goes down into the stomach, and all that sodium and stuff, and those chemicals and preservatives and all that crap just being transmitted up, and it just affects the brain differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may feel tired, or you may feel like overall just basically not feeling like yourself. In other words, not feeling like yourself, not wanting to think or use that brain power up there. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times people ain't using the sense, because it possibly could be some little MSG going on. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so just be mindful of that. Be careful of that. Look more into it, because what I'm saying, MSG can be dangerous if constantly taken daily, and on top of that at a higher rate. So just watch out for that, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So number 5, addiction to processed food. Highly processed food, rich in sugar, salt, and fat, can be addictive. When these foods are stopped in consumption, withdrawal symptoms occurs, leading to self-pity. So, like I mentioned in the past, overconsumption of these things, not being mindful to the rate of stuff that you put in your body, these things can lead to that. Lead to you feeling self-pity, which all that stuff is just sitting in the body, and it's it's being trapped, and it's slowly digested, messing with the mucus in the stomach lining and all of that. So just be mindful of that. Number 6, nutrient deficient. Foods lacking in natural supplements, leading to lower mood levels, which self-pity kicks in. Natural vitamins are essential to the brain. Yes, yes, yes. Taking natural vitamins, take supplements, look into it, and things like that. The more you look into it and you put in the right stuff in your body, like the natural supplements, it's going to help with your energy levels. It's going to look into, it's very beneficial. You know, take out your vitamins, supplements, natural stuff, all you can. You know, I say go to a doctor. I'm not a doctor, by the way. I forgot to put that in there. Not a doctor. So, you know, you have to ask your doctor about it, see how, you know, it make you feel, or whatever the case may be. You know, it's always better to maintain things that's there than to wait till something is being messed up and then try to fix it. It gets expensive, right? I'd rather pay to keep stuff maintained, you know what I'm saying? So if something it does go wrong, you already know what's wrong with it. But, you know, I mean, don't hurt to have a little maintenance, right? You know what I'm saying? Keep the self-pity low, you know, and keep your energy high and things like that, right? Okay, cool. Number 7. Weight gain / body image issues. Excessive chemicals consumption disrupts the body's natural function, which leads to weight gain, body image issues, which raises concern and self-pity. Body image, weight gain, chemicals, mess with the thyroid, causes that. You know, we're not really talking about weight gain and nothing like that. We're just talking about the chemicals in the mind, which causes people to, you know, either lose energy or become lazy or whatever case may be. You know, if you got some body image problems, just you talk to your therapist or whatever, your doctor or something. But I ain't got nothing to do with that, so we ain't gonna go into that too much. Number 8, chemical sensitivities. Some people may have sensitivities in food from certain ingredients, which causes low energy, which I mentioned in the past. Watch how many chemicals in the foods. Rule of thumb, you know. Watch your labels. You'll be all right. Number 9, increased inflammation. Excessive foods and high in unhealthy fat, sugars can generate inflammation, which symptoms may increase, eventually making a person feel drained. Guys, if you are having inflammation and things like that, you're living in self-pity. You know what I'm saying? Because with that increased inflammation and you study in the chemical, it's like it's only going to get worse. But if you're facing the information, like I said, I'm not a doctor, so you have to go talk to your doctor about it, see what's going on, and then from there, once the doctor tell you, you know what I'm saying, what's going on or whatever the case may be, I would highly encourage you after the doctor that, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, if it's something, you know, serious or whatever, or whatever the case may be, hope all, you know, everybody make it through it, and then once you make it through it or whatever, you know, just watch all the labels that did make you have that symptom or that information from the jump. You know what I'm saying? So be mindful of that. So that way it can make you a better individual. Last but not least, number 10, social isolation from food choices. Chemicals in foods can cause adverse reactions or poor health. This could lead to being socially isolated, and self-pity, loneliness will creep around the corner. So, social isolations from food choices. You know, hey, like, you know, if you making bad decisions on, you know, some things that's kind of affecting you, you know what I'm saying, and you can't have a normal everyday life, I would suggest seeing your doctor, like I said. And so those chemicals can probably are taking a toll on you. You know, you don't want that. you want to be, to where you have enough energy to where you're able to do certain things, or you're able to have that energy to do, things for yourself, and have, just have a clearer mind, right? Nobody wants to have a non-clear mind, right? Don't make sense. Or else you won't be able to do a lot of things on your own, or, just something to think about. And how those chemicals can make you become less of a better person. So, in conclusion, I just say, hey, just do the right things. Look at your labels. Ask questions at the doctors. Don't be out here trying to overindulge and stuff, knowing that it's bad for you. You just can't stay away from it. It's not the way to go. It's not the goddamn way to go. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. It's going to get worse and worse and worse. I'm telling you. If y'all old enough and y'all have kids under 18 and y'all putting all this stuff in y'all body and it's not making y'all a fun parent or whatever the case may be, or you decide, hey, you don't want to do nothing or whatever, your kids or your grandkids, they're going to notice. Take that back. Yeah. That they are going to notice. Specifically, I'm speaking to my younger people, what I'm saying, between 18 to 30. This being 1835, I'm sorry. Talking about younger people, 1835, that's within the age gap, whatever. Y'all got them kids, man, just be mindful what's going in the body and how it's affecting y'all, and then how it's gonna withdraw that connection from, your kids enjoying their parents growing up, or social group. People like, dang, like he always lazy like that, he this and that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to do nothing or whatever. And you end up getting kicked out or you know what I'm saying, nobody want to fuck with you because, you know what I'm saying, you being a sorry piece of shit because of that chemical, you know what I'm saying, making you self-pity or whatever the case might be. You feel me? Like it's about that control, like having that control of what you put in there, and you know what I'm saying, and you over there overloading, right? Even the drugs and stuff, and you just like people don't want to be around you. They, you know what I'm saying, like they scared that your mind go change or go into self-pity because you want some more drugs or whatever, going around stealing people's shit, you know what I'm saying, selling it and damn near losing your life because of what you did or whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? Y'all, hey, y'all, man, y'all to have some sense, you know what I'm saying, dealing with this stuff, like with these chemicals, like specifically in foods or drugs or whatever, But me personally, I personally think that these chemicals that's in the foods does have the same amount of effects as drugs do, except one is legal, one is legalized, meaning that you're certified to do something, and the other you're not certified, you're going to jail. So, hope y'all get the message, get the understanding as to how chemicals, either in foods, maybe in drugs, or in factories in general, can affect the mind. But the next time, I'm going to try to go into differentiating the two or whatever, but I just got into the chemicals because the chemicals, there's a lot of, chemicals. There's different kind of chemicals. So that's why I said what I said, but I will break them down into each one. I'm going to have to do that, break them down like, I did the food already. So I might just do the drugs and then go into the chemicals in the air and stuff like that. How does it affect people and self-pity and all that, right? So be careful, be mindful. Like I said, read your food label, talk to your doctors, keep going to the doctors. You know what I'm saying? Drink your water. Focus on your gut, which your gut is the main things to, keep life going in general. So, all right, fellas, ladies, I love y'all. Just keep in mind what I said, and those are the 10 things, 10 ways in which self-pity can affect you. You know what I'm saying? With chemicals in foods. So, all right, I'm out of here. Love y'all. And let me know what y'all think in the comments. Comment under this video. Let me know what y'all think. If you're new, once again, please like, comment, subscribe, and turn that post notification bell. All right, y'all, gotta go. I am out of here. Gotta clear this stuff up. So, love y'all. See y'all.